Welcome to this video on leading workplace communication. Effective communication is key to achieving organizational goals, fostering collaboration, and ensuring a productive work environment. In this session, we will explore how to coordinate communication efforts, address communication challenges, and review practices to continually improve team and organizational communication. One of the key responsibilities of a leader is to ensure that communication aligns with organizational objectives. This includes setting clear communication expectations, guide employees on how and when to communicate, ensuring that their messages align with company goals. For example, if your organization prioritizes customer service, ensure that all external communications reflect professionalism and customer-centric values. Consistency in messaging. Ensure that everyone follows the same communication protocols, whether it's using specific templates for emails, adhering to reporting timelines, or maintaining a consistent tone across all platforms. Practical tip. Hold briefings or workshops where you can explain these communication expectations to your team and ensure they understand how their communication contributes to organizational success. As a leader, you'll often need to explain complex information in ways that are clear, concise, and actionable. Here's how you can do it effectively. Break down the information. Use analogies, visuals, or step-by-step explanations to make complex ideas more accessible. For instance, when explaining technical data or strategic decisions, frame them in terms of how they impact day-to-day operations. Influence through clarity. Clear communication helps build trust and encourages buy-in from stakeholders. Make sure to explain not only the what, but also the why behind decisions or changes. Practical tip. Use visual aids such as slides or infographics to help clarify complex data or processes when communicating with your team. Fostering a respectful communication environment is essential, particularly in diverse workplaces. Here's how to motivate your team. Model respectful communication. As a leader, your communication style sets the tone for others. Demonstrate active listening, empathy, and inclusive language in all interactions. Cultural sensitivity. Encourage the use of culturally aware communication that respects the backgrounds and perspectives of all team members. Acknowledge the value of diverse viewpoints and remind your team to avoid assumptions or stereotypes. Practical tip. Hold training sessions on cross-cultural communication and inclusivity to raise awareness among team members of how to communicate effectively in a diverse environment. Communication barriers can stem from a variety of sources, including language differences, misunderstandings, or unclear messaging. Here's how to address them. Identify common barriers. Look for patterns in communication breakdowns, such as misinterpretations of messages or recurring misunderstandings in team interactions. Provide solutions. Once challenges are identified, take proactive steps to remove them. This could involve revising communication protocols, offering language support, or introducing tools like translation services or communication aids. Practical tip. Regularly ask for feedback from your team to identify any barriers they are experiencing in communication and how those challenges can be addressed. Mentoring is a powerful tool in improving communication skills across your team. Here's how to offer effective mentoring. Identify communication strengths and weaknesses. Observe how individuals on your team communicate and provide personalized feedback to help them improve. One-on-one coaching. Offer opportunities for mentoring where you can help team members refine their communication skills, whether it's improving their public speaking, writing skills, or conflict resolution abilities. Practical tip. Set up regular mentoring sessions and use specific examples of past communications to offer targeted advice. To effectively manage and improve communication practices, it's important to gather feedback from multiple perspectives. Diverse feedback sources. Seek input from colleagues, team members, and external stakeholders. This will give you a comprehensive view of how communication is being perceived and where improvements can be made. Evaluate communication success. Use feedback to measure whether your communication objectives are being met and whether your team is successfully navigating internal and external communications. Practical tip. Create anonymous surveys or feedback forms to encourage open and honest feedback about communication practices. Once feedback is obtained, the next step is to identify areas where communication can be improved. Review feedback and results. Identify common themes in the feedback, such as recurring issues with clarity or responsiveness. Document improvements. Record the areas that need improvement and outline a plan to address these issues. This could involve adjusting communication protocols, offering additional training, or refining messaging processes. Practical tip: keep a communication improvement log where you document challenges, feedback, and proposed solutions. This will help track progress over time. Finally, take action on the improvements you've identified. Develop an action plan. Based on feedback and identified areas of improvement, create a plan that outlines the steps needed to enhance communication. This could involve updating communication tools, changing protocols, or offering new training sessions. Monitor progress. Implement the plan and monitor the impact of the changes on team communication. Adjust the plan as needed based on ongoing feedback and results. Practical tip: hold periodic check-ins to assess whether the improvements are making a positive impact on communication practices. In conclusion, leading workplace communication is about more than just delivering messages. It involves setting clear expectations, mentoring team members, and continually refining communication practices based on feedback. By coordinating effective communication and regularly reviewing practices, you can foster a workplace where communication is clear, respectful, and aligned with organizational goals. Thank you for watching, and we hope these tips will help you lead communication efforts in your workplace effectively.